onye kpata nkwa arụrụ si ngwele bịa tụọ onye aba. In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right? Good.
It is no longer news that Yul Edochie, at the age of 40, I mean, that age, a man is supposed to have gathered the majority of his, whatever loose ends here and there, you should have at least gotten your things right to a point, to a sensible point. We are talking of a man that a lot of people looked up to, in the industry that he belongs to, acting, directing, and all of that. He became popular due to the works of his father, Peter Edochie, and I want us to deal with one or two things about the interview, the talk that he had, and the one that is trending now. Peter Edochie, the father of Yul Edochie, obviously, he is not happy, he's not comfortable with the disgrace, with the manner at which Yul Edochie has presented the family to the public. We are talking of the act of a man, the action that a man took, but the way he took it, he decided to draw the public, he decided to bring everybody into it by force. In fact, he started going after people, trying to create this narrative, and this prompted a lot of things. According to Peter Edochie, in the interview that he granted, he said when a person goes out there to pick a fire stick or a firewood that is infested with maggots, obviously you will have ants, you will have lizards, you have a lot of creeping things visiting you. Meaning, my son went out, saw good things, but decided to go for something that will disfavor him, something that will bring shame, mockery to him. And this exactly is what it is that we are saying. Now, if all of this drama is simply about a man leave a woman, obviously people always leave people. At the end of the day, it's not something that is new, but it is the manner at which this Yul Edochie went about it that has always been the problem. And not just that alone, the worst of it is the passing away of his son. And how he also handled it is something that a lot of people looked at and they're like, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. It's over a year now that this story has been trending on social media. I have never seen a story that will trend for 365 days, still counting, like back to back. This dude is ready to continually put out things that people are questioning, like, wait, is this guy insane? Today he's here, tomorrow he's there, next tomorrow he's flying over there, tomorrow he's showing us some things on his Facebook handle, the next day he's acting, and people are like, wait, is something wrong with this guy? Is something wrong with this guy? A lot of people concluded that he's under a spell, and I'm like, wait, let us be sincere, let us look at it. You see, when this man was with May, he could not exhibit craziness, he couldn't exhibit stupidity, he couldn't do nonsense, because he is married to a woman who has class, a woman who is focused, a woman who does not misbehave or do anyhow. And inside of him, he's just this kind of selfish and anyhow person. He's just someone who he's just a man that is all over the place. So he met a woman that he thought he could steal something from and just escape. But unfortunately, he got caught in the web. And I will not lie to you, both of them complement each other. Both of them are good for each other. You see their aggressiveness, the way they talk senselessly, the way they act senselessly. And this is why an interview was granted by Peter Edochie. Because people want to know, sir, what is your thought? What is your opinion about this? The man denied, saying this guy is an unruly person. He's someone who will not come to me and discuss and seek advice from me. He wants to act like I'm a man of myself. I don't want to be the last born. I don't want to be the young person. I can do what I need to do. Okay, it's okay. Well, you can do whatever you want to do. You don't necessarily have to seek for your father's advice. You could listen to maybe people that have deeper insight if you don't want to speak to your father. So this man did whatever he did, and the father said, This is someone who will misbehave, who will do things. There was a time he jumped into politics and he didn't tell me. And I'm like, is it crazy? How is it that you did not inform me or tell me? Is there like a fight between myself and you? Like, there's always this, you are not mature enough, you are not doing things in the right way, or the rest of the other brothers are always looking down on him like you don't know how to do things, you don't know how to act, you don't know how to perform. And he also wants to show like, I'm a man of myself, I can do all things. But look at where he is today. Pete Edochie is a man who is culturally inclined, a man who is a chief, a man who has a title, who has a status, a position in his community. He said there are certain things that I cannot do, there are certain things that I cannot say. People are looking up to me, and the father of my son's ex-wife May is my friend, and eventually we heard from Judy Edochie through some of his proxies saying that the reason why I married May is not because it's just because of the pregnancy of the thing. I wasn't ready for it. I'm not really interested in getting married to her and all of that, blah blah blah. He said a lot of things, and Pete Edochie concluded by saying that, well, May should have remained. It's just that May listened to some of our friends. That's why, and that's what I did not I couldn't, obviously, this is always how life is. It's called half truth. That's just what I see it as. What was he expecting? That May should remain regardless, because it is now your own son. You say she should not have listened to those friends that advised her to stay out of the marriage or cut off or divorce or separate or whatever. What was he expecting? That she should remain in it regardless of what has happened and just stay in there and be numbered with all of these dirty things that is all over social media? That she should have remained in that marriage and keep up. Whenever you like, you will just gallivant himself, move down to Lagos, do whatever he likes, go back to Abuja and keep running the show like that. This is not right. This is not fair. If it were Pete Edochie's daughter, I'm sure he would have spoken differently. But then he also did not want to throw his own son out into the rubbish. Like, no, I'm just going to be wise. I'm just going to apply some kind of cunningness. I'm not going to say wisdom to this. Apply some cunningness by not saying anything particularly bad about my son, aside he made a mistake, like he picked up something that he shouldn't have picked up, and now that he has picked up something that is infested, he has a lot of things happening in his life that should not happen. And on the side of May listen to advice from people who are not good, people who give her wrong suggestions and that, and I'm like, well, it's okay for you to speak. The thing is that nobody is stupid. She knows that you're just trying to meander here and there. She knows that you will not speak in this way if she was your daughter. She knows all of this. She knows all of these things, and is also aware. I'm talking of Pete Edochie now. Is also aware that things are not done the way it is. You see, Judy Austin came out talking about how she has been in so-called separated for a while before she eventually connected or collabo with Judy Edochie, which I believe they're all lies. Most of the times, I'm not saying every time. Sometimes let's just make it fair or like that. Let's just balance it. When people are done with the marriage or relationship they are into or whatever it is, they will already begin the journey with someone else slowly before they eventually come out. That's how they do. And in the case of Judy Austin, she's just this kind of person. And traditionally, when you have the man has already visited your home and done the traditional rites, marriage rite, and you've not cleared off that, and you are jumping to another one, it's still the same law where you cannot be married and go to the registry or court to marry another person. One has to be cleared before you move into it. That's what brings in the sanity. So it's the same cultural practice also that you have to clear. And Pete Edochie knows about this. Like, wait, it's not possible for me. First, these are family members. Family friends. And two, how can I go with you to another woman. And moreover, what is this thing about this woman? She's not as if she's a minister in Aso Villa. I mean, she's not like she's a politician or something. So what is it? What is it about this one? This one is going to drain you with the extra baggage that she has all over her life. She's going to drain you. She's not going to add value to your life. And the truth be told, let us ask ourselves, from your observation, is Judy Austin adding value to Yul Edochie? Apart from their constant ranting, I mean, he's able to exercise the craziness in him and shame, mockery, publicly. That's the kind of person he is. Aside that he do, is there any value being added? No. That's the truth. That's the reality. What are your thoughts about this one? Like and share, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.